Hi and welcome to a new episode of the Knitting Yak. Today I have a special guest with me. I have Karen Altabef, co-owner of Pick Up Every Stitch in Mt Kisco.
Hi everybody. I'm so happy to be here with you. It's really nice.
So we recently were in Italy together at one of the Yak retreats, and we had a lovely chat during the retreat, and I thought, okay, let's make a video out of it. So Karen, let's talk a little bit about yourself first.
Okay.
You as a designer, as a store owner, and anything else you want to share with us today.
Okay, I am a designer.
Yes, you are.
Yes, I've been knitting for 10 or 15 years.
Okay.
A little bit longer than that, but not seriously, only seriously the past 10 years or so. And I don't think I have ever knit a pattern as it was written. There's always something I want to change or something I want to modify. And not because I don't like the pattern, it's because I grew up doing ready to clothes made with cloth. And when you buy a pattern for a garment, the first thing you do is adjust the length and the width and that to make before you cut it out, so that it's going to be a perfect fit. So when it comes to knitting, you know, you do that as you're working on the garment, clearly. And so that's kind of why I changed everything, because I got spoiled.
Well, you just want to make sure that it fits you.
Exactly,
yeah, okay.
Exactly. And then I started making little modifications here and there, and I would, in the store, people would say, oh, what did you do? What did you do? And so I would tell them, and that morphed into writing up my own patterns once I got more confident in altering the patterns for other people and for myself. And then I would knit what I would just call rogue knitting. I just kind of would knit and eventually would write down the patterns and what the recipes and what I did, and people wanted them, so I would I started
writing the patterns.
Writing
patterns.
Great. Yeah,
yes,
exactly.
And you have lots of lovely patterns, and we will talk about it.
So it came on kind of organically.
All right. Did somebody teach you how to knit, or you taught yourself?
I am self-taught. I am a firm believer that if you can read it in a book, and nowadays all you have to do is look it up on YouTube, if you can follow it along, I'm visually able to follow it along. So it came a little bit easier to me.
Yeah. Wait a minute, you're also a teacher here at the store. So
I am, but that's not how I didn't start off that way. I mean, I had to learn it before I could teach it.
No, but you know what I'm saying is that to actually have a teacher or a person next to you helping you and teaching you and give help you with instruction, because everybody learns at a different pace and a different method. So I'm a strong believer of a face-to-face teaching. I love the YouTube videos, but I think that the value of the teachers like yourself, I think is for depends.
It's true. Everybody learns differently. Some people can learn by watching. Some people need you to show them 2 or 3 times. And some people just takes a little longer, or you have to explain it in a different way, or 2 or 3 different ways. But everybody can get it.
Yes.
It just
and think about all the customers that you actually have helped over the years.
Oh yeah. It's one of the favorite parts of being owner of the store is people come in here and they don't know what to do and they leave so happy.
Yes,
it just makes
that's
me
good.
so happy.
That's a great thing to do.
Yeah.
You start coming to Pick Up Every Stitch as a customer first, or helping out, and then you became an owner? I mean, what is that process? How did it happen?
Right. So Felicia opened the store, and I came in the very first week just to check it out. It had been so long since we had a real yarn shop in the area, and everyone was in the knitting community here was just so excited. And I came in, and she immediately recognized me from meeting me 5 or 6 years prior.
Oh wow.
She's got an amazing memory.
Yeah, I know. Yes.
And so we got to talking, and I ended up teaching some classes there. And then I ended up working 1 day a week, and then it turned into 2 days a week, and then it turned into 3 days a week, and then
full time.
And then then it was full time, and we decided to expand, and we became partners about almost 2 years ago now.
Yes, yeah.
And moved into this new space that we're in now, and it's just been great.
And it's a beautiful space. We will add some photos to the video so you can see them, and if you have an opportunity to be in this area in Mt Kisco. It's a day trip from, even if you come from New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Connecticut, is a wonderful place to come, hang out with lots of beautiful yarn, including my yak, of course.
I just love to get up in the morning and come here. It's just a happy place. And so it's good.
Yeah,
it's a good life to be able to make people happy every day.
So what is the first thing that you ever designed?
Oh gosh, the first thing that I ever designed was Probably a t-shirt. A t-shirt,
Okay.
just a little, and actually never has been published yet because I just kind of knit it for myself and worked through a lot of kinks. But and I've given it to some people at the store here, but it's not in publishable form just yet. And then after that, I did the same t-shirt, but I gave it long sleeves, learned how to write that in different sizes. And I took some pattern making classes, and I took some, technical classes with the computer to figure out how to grade everything, so I started out very slowly because I wanted them to be right. Learned where I could find the best test knitters so that everything would get test knitters, found a tech editor. So it's a a long process. It's a process, but it needs to be right.
Yes, and it's good. Now you on Ravelry, your name on Ravelry is
Karen Altabef.
Okay, but you also have
I have
you have an Instagram, and we will put all the information down below in the description box so that you can follow Karen as well. But Karen has been designing also with a yarn for quite some time. Our collaboration with Pick Up Every Stitch became more, we started a closer collaboration with Pick Up Every Stitch a couple of years ago when you moved here.
Yeah.
And actually you're wearing original.
This is one of my designs. It's called Tweed Tee because originally I tweeded it with another yarn.
Yes.
But we decided to knit it in the Mt Yak Medium, and it's just a cozy V-neck pullover.
And it's so really nice. Like a striped V-neck. What are the details?
So it's a V-neck that's not terribly low, so you could wear it without a shirt underneath if you wanted to.
Yeah, like I do.
Yeah, exactly. It's about that deep of a opening. And it is top down, knit flat until you get to the V, and then you connect the V. And I have a little technique too that I added so that it doesn't split apart.
Oh, that's good. Yes, because that was one of the weak points of those V-neck. And V-neck is one of my favorites.
Exactly. And the detailing on the side here is put into the pattern, so you don't have to go back and pick up any stitches. And you're finishing it as you work on it in flat.
Right.
And that's one of the things that I really like about my designs, is that I like them to be fully finished as you go. I don't want you to have to go back and pick up the neckline or go back and and fix this or that. I want it to be seamless.
Yes. Oh, that's good. Yeah. So this one is the original design. The original design that you had is on a Tweedy yarn, and this one is done with the Baby Yak Medium, and you can decide the stripes, the color of the stripes, and
any way you want.
Yes, any way you want.
Any way you want.
And it takes just few skeins because it's sort of a cropped kind of.
It's a bit cropped. And there's so many great colors to choose from in the medium. So sky's the limit.
Or maybe I happen to have a basket here. Look at that. This is a beautiful basket of Baby Yak Medium that Felicia and Karen have prepared for today. So these are all of the different colors, and some more are coming that you could choose. And the good things about our palette and our colors, as you know, is that you can pick any. You can pick any colors, 3 colors, 4 colors. In this case, you have 3 colors on this sweater, but you can you can do it less and more, and it's beautiful. All the colors go well together, right?
And it just softens up so beautifully as you work with it, and the first time you soak it, it's amazing. It blooms beautifully. We love it.
Now, before we talk to you about a special design that Karen has created for our Korra Club, I wanted to show you a couple of other things that we have here. I love this beautiful hat. Can you talk about this one?
Sure.
What's the name?
This hat is called the One Below hat.
One Below.
One Below. So it's a little play on words because, when it's one below outside, you need a nice warm hat. But also the detail in the hat here is achieved by knitting in the stitch one below.
Oh, I see that.
So it was a little play on words. So it can be done in a solid color, but we use 2 colors. We use the black with some mohair attached to it, and then the pink with also a mohair in it, just to give it an extra.
So this one has a Baby Yak Medium with some mohair, and this is the store where you can get your mohair for sure.
We don't have it. Yes. Nobody does.
Yes, and again, I will try to take some pictures of the mohair, section, which is half of the store basically. And
Not quite half, but it's a good section.
It's a good section. And we always joke saying that Felicia eats more hair for breakfast. So it's it's actually quite nice to add that. But it would be as soft and as beautiful without the more hair as well. This is a double brim.
This is a double brim. Yes. So the hat is cast on provisionally, and then you can fold it over and knit the two sections together and then continue working on the rest of the hat.
Oh, look at that. It's actually, I'm not a hat person, but this one really looks nice. And it goes with my pants. If I could show you my pants.
Oh, it does. Look at that. It does. It's perfect. It's
perfect.
perfect.
I'll show you my pants now.
There you go.
So, show you my pants. It's really nice and it's super warm as well. I love you can add the pom-pom. The rains are coming crazy.
Yeah, it's raining really hard here today.
So the pom-pom, you can add it, have it or not have it. That's another thing that they have. These pom-pom are from Austria, right?
Right. These are the vegan pom-poms from Austria. And they come on and off with just a little bow, which is great.
Yeah. You can see
and you can take it off to wash the hat or or if you want to make a men's hat without a pom-pom. The hat is a unisex hat. My husband has a gorgeous blue one, which I forgot to bring today. I'm sorry.
That's okay. Actually, one thing that I think is interesting for our viewers is what to do with hats at the end of the season. Do you wash them? You don't wash them? What do you do?
I always wash them at the end of the season and put them away, because if there ever is a problem with moths, they're going to go after any oils or any food particles or anything or skin that's on the hat. So if you wash them and then store them, you have a much better chance of making it through the winter without any little moth holes.
Now, with our yarn, is that the good thing is it doesn't really stretch and it doesn't peel. It always stays in shape. But we always advise at the end of the season, you should do the same with your garments as well. Wash them for a hat. When you pull them out of the water, just squeeze the excess water out and let them dry. Whether you let them dry flat or you put them in a little balloon. And put them back in shape.
Over a bowl,
or a
cereal bowl.
Yes, or something like that.
Right.
I think that's the best way. And then you put them away for the season. They're going to last for years.
Yeah, I love the Yak yarn.
Yeah.
There's, like you said, there's no pilling. There's just
it is so
soft,
so nice, and
it just lasts forever. I have pieces that I knit 4 or 5 years ago that still look as beautiful today as when I knit them. So
that's so good to hear.
Which says a lot, because a lot of yarns that doesn't happen.
Yeah. Now, before we actually talk about this special design that Karen has created with a yarn for the Korra Club that is available now, I want to talk about your other hobby.
Oh, my other hobby. I also tat. My grandmother
Do we have some here?
I have one that I'm wearing. I have this one.
So what is this?
So that is a tatted bracelet. My grandmother, after she passed away, I found this beautiful box of tatting that she had done, and I always wanted to learn how to do it. And about 8 or 9 years ago, I moved to England with my family. We lived there for a while, and I found somebody there who could teach me how to do it, because over here nobody knew what it was or what to do. And so I learned how to do it, and now I make these bracelets. Mostly for family and friends, but we sell a piece here and there at the store when I've got an extra one. Before I became partners with Felicia, I would make a lot more, but now
of course you have less.
Now I have less time.
Look at this size.
So mostly I make them on commission.
So we have some of these beautiful one. We'll put some picture in. So you work on commission on some of this. So anybody's interested, you could just contact Karen at the Pickup Every Stitch.
And every once in a while, when we have enough people, we'll do a class here at the store. We just did a class about a month or two ago, and people really had a good time. So it's fun. It's such an easy thing to take with you. It's a little tiny shuttle. Like, you stick it in your front pocket. You can take it on an airplane. So it's easy to to have something to do when you travel. Because I'm one of those people who just can't ever sit still.
Right, of course.
I gotta be in perpetual motion.
I'm just going to hold it on just for the
look. It matches her beautiful.
Exactly.
Look at the green. That's really
the
pretty.
Green
That's a good one.
Really good with this sweater. And I'm wearing not a Karen sweater. I'm wearing a Julie Hoover sweater. So you can put it back one back.
Yeah.
But let's talk about the special design that Karen has created for our Kora Club.
This was so fun to do.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. I had so much fun doing this, and I was
good.
so happy that you asked. So I appreciate it.
So if you're not familiar with a Korra Club, is a limited edition color on the Baby Yak Medium that we have every 2 months, sometimes 3 months, depends how we can get our act together. And we ask a guest designer to create something special for the club that is exclusive to the club for 3 months, and then is available on Ravelry or on the designer's website, or anywhere you can find patterns. So when we had this new color, the new color was this aqua green, which is a beautiful new color that who knows if we will be able to bring it back, but it's exclusive to the Korra Club. And I thought it was nice seeing the collaboration that we have, seeing that we were in Italy together at the retreat and we're having fun. I thought, why not inviting Karen to be our guest designer? So we did. And let's talk about it. Shall we show it first? Shall we show the picture first?
Sure.
So, and we will post more pictures. So this is the coral. That's how you pronounce it? Coral? Corallo in Italian.
Yeah, coral. And there's another close-up picture on the other side.
And we will, I will put one on so that.
Yeah.
So let's talk about it. You take it and show it.
Yeah. So when you asked me to do this, couple of parameters you gave me. How about some cables and 1 or 2 skeins, and that was it. And I said, oh, okay.
2 or 3. I did say 2 or 3. Yeah,
you're right.
Yes.
So I came up with a cowl that it's got a sleeve on one end. So this is the actual 3 skein version. The 3 skein version wraps around twice.
This is the 2 skein version?
That's the 2 skein version.
So let me do that.
And then you can take the end and stick it through the sleeve here.
Can I do it with this one too? Yes, I can. Almost.
Yeah, that's really meant for just one. Yeah. So with the 2 skeins, 3 skeins, it wraps around really beautifully, and you can't lose it because you've got the nice sleeve. I love those things.
That's why I say.
And with the so with the 2 skein one,
look at that.
You just wrap it around it once like that,
and it fits. And you put it under your coat in winter. I love the fact that it stays in shape. It's beautiful. The cables everything is so nice and soft, of course, because it's Baby Yak.
Yeah.
And whether you have a 3 skeins or 2 skein project, first is a great way to try the Baby Yak. It's only 2 skeins for the smaller one, or 3. So you can choose any colors that you want. The pattern will soon be available, so you can just grab a couple of skeins now and wait for the pattern. And but let's talk about the inspiration. So look at these beautiful cables.
So we spent the week together in Italy. I mean, and just being with the fabulous knitters that were there, and with Isabel Kramer and you, and the beautiful, vineyards and rolling hills everywhere. That was the beginning for me of where to start. Grabbed a sketchbook and just drew lots of different things. And everyone went home at the end of the trip, but my daughter is spending a year abroad teaching English in Spain. So
lucky her.
Yeah, good gig if you can get it, right?
Yeah.
So I left the retreat and I flew to Spain to visit my daughter, and we just went to the sea and watched the waves roll in and the beautiful cliff sides, and we just had a beautiful time together. And so the inspiration for me for the cables was just the rolling sea and the water, and then you told me the color, and I'm like, oh my gosh, that fits even perfectly. It just grabbed my sketchbook and did a few more, grabbed a couple skeins and started swatching and playing around with it as soon as I got back, and that's when I did in the moss, because I didn't have the color yet. So this is really more of a prototype.
Oh my God, look at that. I'm all like greeny here. This is so perfect for today, for this video.
That's kind of where the inspiration all came from, and it really all just came together so beautiful after I spoke to you, and then found out the name of the color, and
so the name of the color is aqua green, and we debated about the color as well, the name, but when we shared the dip of the color with Andrea, the co-founder of Yak, he immediately said that it reminded him of his time in the summer he goes to Sardinia, on the beach in Sardinia with the green water. and he started sending us pictures, and we said, okay, the mood of the Korra Club is purity, like, you know, the importance of pure energy around us, and everything just fit together.
It did.
The color name, the inspiration, your trip to Spain, the Italian, the Sardinia, the beach, and so
it worked.
You know, it worked perfectly. And we have another sample in to show you in the 2 skeins, which is with the new color Amarena. So in case you cannot get the limited edition aqua green color,
it looks good in
you can
every
just
color.
look at this. I
In
mean,
every
this
color.
is beautiful as well. We just show you the moss, and it's good because it's unisex.
It's definitely unisex. One of my test knitters
Yeah.
made it for her husband, and he flipped over it.
Yeah.
You could also make it without the sleeve, and it'll be a little longer, and it would be a scarf.
Yeah, exactly.
If you wanted to, you know, make it more, you know, for a man who didn't want to do this. But
Now
she made it exactly as is, and he just was in love.
The sleeves, I wish, you know, I should have read the pattern. Of course, the sleeves are sewn in or like grafted, or how does it work?
So you can do it 2 ways. One of the things I really like to do in my patterns too is I write it the way, you know, I'd like to put it together, but then I also try to make it a little bit easier for people who don't have an intermediate, you know, level of knitting. So it's done all in a half twisted rib, and you cast on provisionally and knit for the length that it tells you in the pattern, and then you fold it in half and you seam it with a 3 needle seam.
Oh, okay.
But if you're not comfortable with that and you don't want to do that, you can cast on with just a regular long tail cast on, work for the amount of inches it tells you, and then at the end of the project, when you're done, I suggest you just leave a 1 yard tail when you start, and then you already have the yarn ready to hand stitch it across when you're done, and you have one less seam to knit to work in.
And now you could also make it long. You know, if you decided that you like it and you want it longer, you know, you can just follow the pattern that repeats and just make it longer as long as you want.
As long as you have the yarn, you can just keep repeating. The pattern's written so that you have enough to do it with the 2 or the 3 skeins.
Yeah.
But if you want to make it longer, absolutely, you can make it longer.
And it's perfect on both sides, which is one of the problems with a lot of the scarves, that you turn it around and then you have to adjust yourself to make sure that the right side only, you know, shows. But this one is beautiful on either side.
So one side will look like a twisted rib, and the other side will look like a regular rib.
I think I would just, I mean, look at this toffee color as well. That would be so nice for Christmas.
It's beautiful.
Well, not Christmas, you know, may not be able to knit it in time for Christmas, but it doesn't take long, right?
It doesn't take long at all, because especially the short one, it's 2 skeins of yarn. So, you know, give yourself, you know, you finish a skein a day, right?
Yeah, sure. I probably do the cast on in 2 days, but you know, that's me. I'm not the fast knitter.
I know, the first did end at the sample. I told you, like, what?
Yes, you know, I said, okay, I just wait a little bit to, you know, to give her time to do it, and she already done half of the scarf. So, you know, you're definitely a fast knitter as well.
I am. I work quickly.
But you know, we are looking forward to see more patterns and more design.
Thank you. I'm really enjoying I'm having fun doing it.
Oh, and you know, of course, you know, Karen has designed with lots of different yarns that they have in the store, and not just my yak. My favorite, of course, are in my yak, but actually I do have, there is the Eyelet. Don't you have the Eyelet sweater? Another wonderful design that Karen has created is the Eyelet Sweater. This one is done in the Baby Yak Medium as well, and you see this has been in the store for quite some time, and
several years now.
A lot of people have been wearing it, using it, and you see there is no peeling or anything else going on. But let's talk about this one. So I cannot really put it on because it's difficult to see, and it's really
black,
warm, and it's black. But it's a simple.
It's just a simple. It's one of my earlier designs, so it's a little bit. It's less complex than some of the current ones. It's just a boat neck neckline, and it's a drop shoulder design with some eyelets in it, just to give it a little bit of design feature to it.
And I'm sure that if you actually use a different color, you know, of course, black is what you will probably wear the most, but any other colors will show the pattern a little bit more.
Absolutely.
But I know that also this is one of Felicia's favorite, right?
It is. She wears it all the time.
She wears it all the time. Yes. And we go back, you know, look at that. You get this one, you get that one, 2 designs, you're done for winter.
There you go. That's all you need.
Yeah.
Well, but this would be really
Oh,
nice
my
too,
God,
wrapped around your
think
neck.
about
Look
it.
at that together.
And look how nice these 2 colors. You see, when we're talking about how nice the colors go
Now
together.
that reads Christmas right
That's
there.
true. Oh yeah, that's true. But it's not green, it's black. Well, anyway, thank you so much for being with us, and thank you for doing this with me.
Thank you for the opportunity, and I hope everybody really loves it as much as we do.
Yes. All right. Ciao.
Thanks.
See you next time.